Okay, so this is our at-home practice video for holiday break, and we have our amazing rec team girls, Tula, Evie, Anna, and Marjorie, showing us, led by Coach Brianna. Hi, Coach Brianna. And they are going to start with a little warm-up. So we're going to jog in place for 30 seconds. Go ahead. Good. And they're going to try to keep their arms by their sides, their knees close together, even point their toes off the floor if they can, but just a nice slow jog to warm up. Good. And we're going to slow down our jog, and we're going to put our hands together, and we are going to roll out our wrists for 15 seconds. So put your hands together and roll out your wrists. Good. You can also put your hands out straight and just roll them out individually. Yep. Good. Nice little rolling out your wrists, and then we're going to pick up just one foot and roll out one ankle for 7 or 8 seconds. And then we're going to pick up the other foot and roll out the second ankle. Here you go. And then we're going to roll our head around in very small little circles. 3 times one way, very slowly in little small circles, and 3 times the other way. Beautiful. And then we're going to move on to rolling our shoulders backwards for a few seconds and then forwards for a few seconds. Good. And we're going to move on to circling our arms. We're going to do some big arm circles backwards with both hands, and some big arm circles forwards with both hands. Good. And then we're going to put our hands on our waist and stand in a straddle, and we're going to do some hip circles. So we'll roll out our waist a few times one way, and then a few times the other way. We're going to keep doing it for a few more seconds. And then we're going to bring our feet back together, and we're going to put our hands on our knees and bend our knees and roll our knees out. So we're going to roll it around one way for a few seconds and roll it around the other way for a few seconds. Good. Okay. We have 3 more stretches that are optional on the floor. We are going to go down into a seal stretch for 15 seconds. So squeeze those feet together. Try to have really nice shoulders down. Shoulders down a little more, Anna. Good, shoulders down, Evie. And we're going to hold it here for 5 more seconds. And when I say switch, we're going to go into a downward dog for 15 seconds. So switch into a downward dog. Big tunnel. Big tunnels. Good. And we're going to hold it for 15 seconds. And when I say switch, we're going to go into child's pose. That means we're going to do like a cat stretch, but we're going to bring our butt all the way down to our ankles. So let's drop our knees to the floor. Let's push our booty all the way back to our ankles. Stretch our arms out long. And we'll hold that for 15 seconds. And that is going to be the end of our short little warm-up. And we're going to go after this into a series of exercises that we have already practiced at home. So girls, you can come out of it. Okay, so the first skill we're going to do is a bridge. So everyone is going to lay down on their back. They are going to put their hands backwards on the floor with their fingers facing their feet. Okay, so everyone turn your hands the wrong way for a second so we can see in the video. Yeah, so now turn them back around, Tula. Good. Okay, we're going to keep our elbows right next to our head, and we're going to spread our feet a little bit apart and our knees a little bit apart. Marjorie, feet a little bit apart, knees a little bit apart. Good, and we're going to push up into a really nice, strong bridge. That's our first exercise. Beautiful. Good, and look at your belly and come on down slowly. Good, you can roll out your back just a little bit. The next exercise is a plank on our elbows. So we're all going to go into a plank position. So everyone's going to put their hands and feet on the floor. So hands and feet, just like Marjorie. Look at Marjorie, everybody. Hands and feet on the floor. Good. Evie, hands and feet on the floor. And then we're going to lower our elbows, one elbow at a time. So put one elbow on the floor, other elbow on the floor. Good. And Coach Brianna's going to come around and look and see if your feet are squeezed together and you're engaging your abs. It means you're pushing your belly button in and you're squeezing your butt. Good. Anna, let's look up just a little bit. That's it. Beautiful. Okay. The next exercise is going to be our push-up. We're going to do it all together. First, we're going to put our hands on the floor and hold a really nice plank position. Coach Brianna is going to keep coming around and help you. Now, when I say go, we're going to do a push-up, but we're only going to bend our elbows as much as we can. So a little bit. Look up a little bit, Anna, and push your belly button in. Good. So everyone, let's bend our elbows just a little bit. Keep your belly button in and push back up. Good. Let's do one more. Just bend your elbows a little bit and push back up. Beautiful. Keeping your belly button squeezed in. Okay, moving on, we're going to do some leg lifts. So can everyone sit in a pike position with their arms by their ears? Nice pointed toes. Good. And let's put our hands by our sides and pick up one foot, straight knee, pointed toe. 3 times. 2, 3 without hitting the floor again. And the other side, straight knee, pointed toes. 1, 2, 3. Good. Thank you. And next we're going to do some candlesticks. So stay there in your pike and put your arms by your ears. And when I say go, we're going to roll back and pick up our toes as high as we can. Ready? Go ahead. Roll back. Toes up really high. Squeeze your booty. Hold it. Now, friends, if it's hard to balance, you can hold your back. So Anna and Evie, show us how you hold your back. Good. And if you're having an easy time balancing like Marjorie, you can keep your arms on the floor. Good. We're going to hold it for 5 more seconds. Beautiful pointed toes. And when I say go, we're going to roll out. Everybody can roll out of their candlestick and come down. And we're going to move on to donkey kicks. So everyone show me a squat position. Hands and feet on the floor. Hands in front of you, just like maybe 3 inches in front of you. Good. And Coach Brianna, can you make sure everyone's hands are flat and their fingers are spread apart? Good. And we're going to from here, we're going to do 5 donkey kicks. That means when I say go, we're going to do a big jump and we're going to keep our hands flat on the floor and pick up our tushy really high. Ready? Let's do 5 donkey kicks. Go, jump. 1, 2, good squeezing those ankles together, good pointing those toes, good nice straight elbows. 4 and 5. Good. Beautiful. Moving on, we're going to do some deep lunges. So everyone stand up. Hands on your hips. Can everyone show me a big lunge? Good. And switch. Other side lunge. Good. But we're going to do it nice and slow. Okay? So we're going to come up and step 1 foot forward, step the other foot back, and go back into our lunge with our hands on our hips. And come back up, step your back foot forward, your front foot back, and do another lunge. Beautiful. Good. We just have 3 more exercises. We're going to come back up into a little bit of a higher lunge with our arms by our ears. Just like Tula. Good job. Let's see whose arms are glued to their ears. Back leg is straight, front knee is bent. Beautiful. Good. Good. And we are going to go into a lever. It's like a seesaw. So as your hands come forward, your back leg is going to come up. Ready? Reach forward. Hands come forward. Back foot comes up. We're going to hold it down here for 5 seconds. Hands all the way on the floor, Evie. Hands all the way. Good. It's a lever. Your arms should be by your ears. Your back leg should be straight. Good, Marjorie. Good arms by your ears. Anna, get your arms a little closer to your ears, and you have to put your thumbs down on the floor or you can get hurt. Good. And push all the way back up to standing lunge. Good. So we're going to try that one more time because Marjorie is the only one who came up from her lever in a lunge right away. So let's all do a lunge with our arms glued to our ears. Good. Coach Brianna, you want to help fix Anna's hips? She's not square. Good. And everyone's going to reach forward. Put your hands on the floor. Bring your back foot up. Hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and push back up into your lunge with your arms by your ears and get right back into lunge position. Good. Evie, you don't have to bring your leg up so high. Perfect. And 2 more skills. We're going to do some high knees. So let's put our hands back on our hips and our feet together. And let's bring one knee up as high as we can. Straight knee, bent knee but pointed toe. And switch. Other side. And switch. And switch. And switch. Beautiful. Good. Nice bringing your knee really high, Evie. And next we're going to do a wall sit. So let's all go to the wall. Let's put our back against the wall. Let's put our arms against the wall. Let's walk our feet forward a little bit. And when I say go, we're all going to sit into it. Ready, set, go. Sit into it. We're going to hold it for 30 seconds. Coach Brianna's going to come around to see if you're pushing your whole back into the wall. And then she's going to come back around to see if you're pressing your arms by your ears. And then the last thing she's going to come around to see is if you are pushing your arms all the way back to the wall. As far as you can while keeping your back on the wall. So Anna, you need to bring your arms just a little more forward because you need to push your back into the wall more. But Marjorie, that's perfect. Tula, that's great. Beautiful. We're going to hold it for 5 more seconds. And when we're done, we can all stand up and say happy holidays to all the people who are watching our video. Ready? Stand up. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.